Hello again, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. This is Jesse, and I am back for another PC accessible game spotlight video. You knew this was coming. You definitely knew this was coming because we are taking a look at the just released port of The Last of Us Part 2, out now on PC via Steam. I've played a few minutes of this so far. Um, got through some of the initial cutscenes, and um, I got through, for people who have played the game already on PlayStation, I just got done with the snowball fight, and we have just taken over a new character. I wanted to start early in
Space.
the game,
Select. Escape. Back.
so yeah. Um, I don't want to start too late in the game because this is a very story heavy game. And so this is more about the accessibility of The Last of Us Part 2 in the PC version, just like I covered the PlayStation 4 and 5 versions when they came out. So now, for those who do not own a PlayStation 5, you can get it, both The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2, on Steam for PC. However, I will caution you to really look at the minimum specs, the minimum PC requirements to play these games, because these are high-end AAA games. They are kind of a resource hog, I'm not gonna lie. They're supposed to run pretty well on
Space.
lower end
Select. Escape. Back.
or mid-range machines, if you look at the minimum specs. But I've heard a few people say that even on lower to mid-range machines, it can stutter a little bit. So, even if you can't see the game still has to render because it's meant to be a visual game. And so, the nice thing about a console is, they know what the consoles are, and you buy a game for that console, and it should just run. I mean, granted, there's patches and fixes all the time for consoles now as well, but PC, you have a lot wider range of specifications. So I just want to warn people that, oh, you have this kind of bargain basement PC, and people think, well, I can play Last of Us 2 on PC. Um, Maybe not so much. So again, pay attention to the system requirements because it is pretty
Space.
beefy.
Select. Escape.
Um,
Back.
I am running, it's run pretty well for me so far. I'm running a Core i7. I'm running 64 gigs of RAM. I think the minimum is 16. I'm running a RTX 4070 Ti, which is not the latest gen, but it is about 2 years old now. God, the time flies. So yeah, like I said, just look at the specs and make sure that you can run the game. So before I go into the game itself, I do want to just give you a brief tour of the
Story mode.
settings. I'm using keyboard and mouse, but you
Space.
can hook up
Select.
a
Escape.
DualShock
Back.
or a DualSense controller, which I haven't decided. I might switch over to that again. I'm not sure. I played all the way through The Last of Us Part 1 on PC with keyboard and mouse, and there's a couple things that were a little bit awkward, but overall it still worked pretty well. Excuse me, hiccups. So yeah, I mean, all of the accessibility settings that you would have on the PlayStation 5, the PlayStation 5 remastered version, you are going to have here. And there's a couple extra skins. There's like a new character for the survival mode, or I forget what it's called, like the roguelike kind of mode. I think I covered that on the PlayStation 5 remaster version. We're just going to play a little bit of the story so you can kind of see some of the mechanics. Here's some of the sound effects. I'll show you the high contrast mode. But when the game comes up, literally the first thing that happens is
Space. Select. Escape.
you
Back.
you can turn the screen reader on, and it walks you through customizing a few other accessibilities features. You can turn presets on, so you can just go ahead on one of the next screens and say, oh yeah, turn all the blind presets on, and boom, you're pretty much good to go. And if you want to, you can go in and, customize all the specific
Audio
settings
cue glossary.
once you get to the main menu.
Options.
So
Photo mode. Audio cue glossary.
now that's cool because I
Space.
don't
Select.
remember that
Escape.
being
Back.
in this main menu or the pause menu. I thought you actually had to go under accessibility to see that. So maybe you did, and maybe I'm misremembering. But The Last of Us and Last of Us 2 use the same sounds. It's very intuitive, so you'll hear sounds for indicators when you need to jump, when you need to crouch, when you need to go prone. When you're near an interactable, you can pick up something or look at something, speak to somebody. There are sounds. Let's just go in here.
Interact audio cue.
So there's your
An
interact.
audio E. Interact audio cue. Distant.
So you can't quite
An audio
activate
cue
it
that
yet.
plays E. Interact audio cue. Hold.
Okay, yep. So they want you to hold something like a
An
little
audio cue that
QTE
C.
there.
Crouch audio cue.
Yep, there's your crouch.
C. Prone audio cue. Hold.
So that when you hold something, it's kind of got that little
An audio cue that
reverb to
plays
it.
F. Melee audio cue.
Yep, melee.
An audio cue that plays when A.
I don't even remember what the melee
prompt
button is. I
active.
haven't got that far yet.
Traversal F. Melee audio cue. Distant.
Okay.
Space. Jump audio cue.
Oh, wait a
F.
minute.
Melee audio cue.
Oh, cool. It tells you F. Okay,
An
that's
audio cue that
nice.
plays F. Melee space.
I
Jump
just
audio cue.
realized that.
F. Space. Jump audio cue.
Yep, space.
Space. Jump audio cue. Distant. Left mouse click. Throw audio cue. Right mouse click. Throw audio cue. Distant. Error. Lost control.
So that's when you enter a
Place
cutscene,
when regained control.
which is
Place
what
when
I
you
just
regain.
did.
WX. Navigation assistance.
That's where you hit the button and it'll point
Place
you
when
toward
using
your
navigation
current
assistance for
objective.
story navigation assistance. Waypoint.
All right,
Place when you
so
reach the waypoint after using navigation assistance.
yep.
Navigation assistance.
I
can
like
be
how it
enabled
reads
from
the
accessibility
tooltips.
menu.
And even like if
Space.
I'm running at
Play.
1080p,
Escape. Back.
I love the dark menus. The text is not tiny. Oh, the one thing I forgot to mention when you first launch the game from Steam, it doesn't just go into the game itself. There is a little, how do I describe it? Like a little like launcher window that appears, and you have to click either play or options. There's a few basic video settings there. And I don't know if that is accessible. But you might also just be able to go and find the the Last of Us executable in File Explorer, and then you would bypass that, I would think.
X. Navigation assistance. Objective. X. Navigation
So I'm not going to
assistance.
go through
Not
everything,
all.
but you hear all the sound
Audio cue
effects.
glossary. Extras.
Extras. What do we got in
Skins.
here?
Modify the main character's
Skins.
filter gallery. Locked. Change the appearance of the game. Earn gameplay modifiers. Locked. Change the behavior
Yep,
of
we're
the game.
brand new here,
Earn
so
commentary. Enable commentary or descriptive audio over cinematics.
man,
Select.
I'm gonna
Escape.
wanna.
Back.
I really want to hear the commentary modes for these, but right now we have audio description instead, and you can't have both.
Skins.
So there you
Modify
go.
the
There's
nature
your
of
extras.
Tutorials.
Tutorials. That's cool.
Save game.
Save
Load
game.
game. Restart checkpoint. Quit to main menu. Quit to desktop. Options.
Let's go to options.
Difficulty.
So there's your difficulty.
Space. Select. R.
Because I don't
Reset to
have a ton of
default.
time and I
Escape.
want to get
Back.
through the story again and just play through it because it's awesome. I don't have it on the easiest setting, but I have it on like low to medium. Not the lowest, but not hard either.
Controls.
Controls,
Space.
you can customize
Select.
those.
Haptics.
Haptics, if you're using a controller. And I
Select.
believe it
R.
does support
Reset
all
to
of the
default.
DualSense
Escape.
stuff
Back.
that the PlayStation version does if you're using that controller.
HUD.
So HUD, let's go in there
HUD.
because I
Reticles.
think
Default. Adjust the style of the reticle when aiming a weapon. Default. Default. Simple. Default. Default. Sim off. Default.
we'll do default.
Weapon cross.
Oh, wait.
Reticles. Default. Adjust
Why
the
are you
style of the reticle
chugging?
when aiming a weapon. Weapon cross. On. Enables HUD use swap weapons and throwables. Slot prompts. On. Enables a HUD showing the corresponding inputs for weapon cross slots. Damage indicators. On. Enables HUD spikes in the direction damage was
I
taken.
wonder if it's because I have OBS
Left,
running in the
right,
background. It's
change,
lagging. I hope
R,
this isn't a
reset to default
problem.
awareness indicators. Off. Enables HUD element warning you when enemies are about to spot you and from which direction. Stealth.
So that'll help
Awareness
for hearing
indicators display
impaired or
until you
even
are spotted.
possibly visually impaired.
Always hit markers. Default. Enables
Hit
HUD markers that
markers.
appear when you shoot and hit arc throw path. On. Enables HUD when right mouse click.
Yep,
aiming
arc
at
throwing
throwable.
grenades or bricks or
Left.
something.
Right. Health and weapon. On. Enables HUD displaying your weapon, health, and current
So it's a lot
status
of HUD
page.
stuff you can turn
Left,
on and off and
right,
different things. I'm
change,
not going to go
R.
through everything here because there's a ton. Remember, this was a game that had, they were advertising 60 plus accessibility features when the original came out, and now we have the remastered version, and I don't know what happened, but uh-oh, I hope my computer's not super angry with me.
HUD.
It stops
Space.
responding for a
Select.
minute, and I
R.
don't know if
Reset
it's
to
the
defaults.
game
Escape.
or
Back.
if I'm running OBS in the background and it's getting greedy with the memory. I mean, my fans aren't spinning up, but
Subtitles.
so you got a whole thing for
Space.
subtitles.
Select. R. Reset to
It has its
defaults.
own
Escape.
submenu,
Back.
so there's a lot of stuff under there.
Display.
Display,
Graphics.
graphics,
Audio.
and audio. I did switch it to
Space.
headphones. You
Select.
can choose
R.
the
Reset to
device.
defaults. Escape.
So if you got
Back.
speakers or surround sound speakers or headphones in my case.
Language.
Language, self-explanatory.
System.
Spoken and text.
Language. System.
System
Accessibility.
and accessibility.
Alternate controls.
So you have alternate
F.
controls.
Space. Select.
And there's a ton of
Escape.
stuff under
Back.
there.
Magnification and visual aids.
Magnification and visual.
F.
This is where you
Presets.
can
Space. Select. Escape. Back.
turn high contrast on and off, or you can do other like colorblind filters. There's an in-game magnifier, which is cool, and yeah, you can even choose there's different presets for the high contrast, so you can choose between those.
Motion sickness.
Motion sickness
F.
options.
Preset. Navigation and traversal.
Navigation and traversal.
F.
Let's just pop in here
Presets.
really
Navigation
fast.
and traversal. Navigation assistance. On. Pressing X faces the camera in the direction of story progression.
So you got the nice
marking the path to
description
follow.
there.
If enhanced listen mode is also enabled, then pressing X while in listen mode, hold Q will instead direct the player towards the most recently scanned item or enemy.
Ah, okay. That's the part I forgot.
Left. Traversal assistance. On. Enable simplified traversal input. Press space to automatically perform certain difficult jumps. Ledge
Okay.
guard. On. Guards against falling off ledges with additional audio.
So
and
that'll really
vibration
help
feedback.
blind players.
Enhanced listen mode. On. Enables the ability to scan range. 20 meters. Range. Scan time. 3
I like how you can
seconds.
adjust the
Range.
radius and
While
stuff.
Infinite breath. On. Enables
Infinite
while
breath for
swimming
swimming,
underwater.
that's actually really nice.
Skip puzzle option. On. When in a puzzle, select skip puzzle from the pause menu to advance to the puzzle's completion.
So if you really
This
do
setting
get
is highly
stuck on a
recommended for
puzzle,
players who are blind or have low vision because some puzzle progression may not be fully accessible.
yeah, so some of them can be
Left,
difficult.
right,
I know
change,
Naughty Dog
on,
had,
reset to defaults, escape,
in
back.
later patches, had fixed some of the puzzles to make them more doable for blind players, but if you do get stuck, you can turn this option on, and then when you pause it, you can have the skip puzzle as a fallback option if you need it. But yeah, that's your
Navigation and
traversal.
screen reader and audio cues.
And here's your
Screen reader and audio cues. Screen reader on.
Screen reader
Enables
on.
Cinematic descriptions on. Enables
There's your audio
descriptive
description.
cues and traversal audio cues on. Enables
Traversal.
additional accessibility audio cues to assist with traversal and exploration.
That's those sound effects we
Place
looked at
sound cue
earlier.
for combat audio cues on.
Same
Enables
with
additional
these.
accessibility audio cues to assist with combat and stealth.
Yep.
Plays a sound cue for enemy grab and strike prompts. Incoming enemy melee attacks. Being impaled with an arrow.
So it tells you all the
Aiming at
different
an
things
enemy.
it'll give you a cue
Landing a shot
for.
on an combat vibration cues on. Enables vibration cues
Yep,
to assist
but I
with
don't have
combat.
keyboard
Plays a
vibration,
guitar
so
vibration cues on. Enables
Guitar.
a vibration cue when the correct guitar note for speech to vibrations locked. When enabled, spoken dialogue is also played through the DualSense trademark
That's
wireless
cool.
controller as vibrations, allowing the player to feel how the line is delivered. Only
that was
available
new in
with
the
DualSense trademark and
remaster.
other
So
supported
for
controllers
deaf
with advanced vibration
players,
features. Not
they can
available
kind of
via
tell the
Bluetooth.
intensity of how people are speaking in addition to
Left,
reading
right,
subtitles.
change,
That
R,
is such a
reset to
cool
defaults, escape,
feature
back,
I never
screen
would have
reader
even
and audio
thought
cues.
of.
Combat accessibility.
And combat accessibility, so there's
Presets,
all kinds of
space,
different things under here,
combat
like
accessibility.
targeting
Hostages
and
don't escape. On.
hostages
Enemies
don't
trapped by illegal
escape,
combat accessibility. On.
combat
If hostile allies
accessibility,
don't get grabbed. On. Allies will automatic enemies
grabs.
don't flank. On. Reduced enemy perception. On. Reduce enemy perception and
So because I turned the
This
blind
setting is
things
relevant
on,
to
I
choosing
haven't fully
difficulty.
customized these just yet. But when
right,
you have these
change, R,
presets,
reset to defaults, escape combat accessibility,
it'll turn a lot of these on.
accessibility,
And that's what I like is you can start
space,
with the
select,
preset.
R, reset to defaults, escape, back,
You can change to you can have presets, and then you can go in and be like, oh, okay, well, I want most of this stuff, but let me back off on a few of these assists because I want to make it a little bit harder. Like invisible while prone or things like that. So it's not just text to speech. It's not just nav assist. It's not just like the pinging the environment. All of those are crucial, but there's just so many things. Again, I don't want to make this a settings and a menu video, but like I said, just check out any of my other The Last of Us Part 1 or 2 videos. This is a port of a game that's come out well on the PlayStation 4 and then the PlayStation 5 and now finally the PC. So it's been around a few times, but like I said, people who don't own a PlayStation system, now if you've got a decent PC,
space,
you can
select,
play
R, reset to
The
defaults,
Last of Us
escape,
1
back,
and 2, along with many other accessible games now. So let's go ahead and get out of these
options,
menus, and here we go. We are Abby. If I hit X, there's our guiding arrow. It points us in the direction.
You sure you don't want to do this when the sun's out? And it's warmer?
No. Can't wait.
If
You
I
don't
hit
wanna
G,
just tell me?
You need to see it.
I turn high contrast on. I'm not using a touchpad, on my controller, so I can toggle that on and off whenever I need to do, as I call it, predator mode for stealth or combat. Let's ping for no objects, okay?
W, space, vault obstacles,
And it's giving me
What are you
tutorials
doing
as I
wandering
need them.
around out here by yourself?
Been restless.
Wait, how do I?
You too.
Oh, okay, C is crouch.
Feel like the farther south we go, the prettier it's gotten.
Come on.
You want to keep going? Just drive all the way to Mexico?
I've thought about it.
You can see Manny's hometown.
Yeah, I don't see that living up to his stories somehow.
Yeah, no, probably not.
Okay, we're going to shimmy through a narrow area.
Through here.
W, space, squeeze through,
So there you go. It's telling us, and it would change if I was using the DualSense. It would tell
C,
me,
crouch, C, stand,
You did all this in the dark?
Yes.
and even the visual tooltips for the keys and stuff, they're very clear and not tiny, which I appreciate. Drop down a ledge. It's kind of your obligatory traversal tutorial here.
We keep going like this. We're gonna be tired for today's trip.
It's not that far.
That ting,
Hey, is Mel
that's
okay? She seemed
me doing my
happy.
navigation.
She'll be fine.
There's my
Something
jump
weird
sound.
freaking me out.
I'm not being weird.
And it's running really well so far, knock on wood.
Careful jumping over these.
It definitely seems way more optimized than the first Last of
space,
Us.
jump,
I remember I did the video and I had to restart the game because when it loaded the game, it like went all graphics screwy. For a bit.
I've had my fill. Thank you.
And then when I restarted the game, it was fine. So thankfully, no bugs like that so far.
hold, left shift,
You're
space,
gonna have to run to make it. Ouch.
We can't all be as graceful as you.
Really?
What is that?
You'll be fine.
It's too high.
Come on.
Shimmying, I don't like that either. This would scare the shit out of me.
Eyes on me. Abby. Stop looking down.
Yeah, about that, you freak.
Owen, do we have to go back this way?
Consider it an opportunity to work on your fears.
How about I work my foot up your ass?
Stop flirting.
Nice. Oh, another shimmy. So you hear the space bar prompt. Okay, we're going this way. Climbing up.
Climbing up a snowy ledge, Abby follows Owen as
oh.
they come to a break in the trees.
Oh, there was
and
an
a lookout.
audio, there was
The
a
glowing
video
lights of the
hiccup.
settlement are surrounded by mountains in the distance.
That was a frame rate hitch.
Is it?
We made it.
Hopefully you don't hear my PC fan kicking in.
Abby takes it in.
It's a fucking city.
Yeah.
Owen just stares at her.
Have you told anyone else?
He shakes his head.
Wanted you to see it first.
He points at the city, then a cluster of buildings on a mountainside.
Saw an armed patrol go from town to an outpost over there. A few more outposts in between. They have electricity, guns. It's a lot of people.
We can figure it out.
Her mouth shifts.
Okay. Assuming he's in there, how do we get to him?
She looks to Owen and motions towards an outpost.
We can corner one of the patrols and get confirmation, and then, I don't know, maybe find a way to lure him out.
Yeah, okay. Sure, they'll be happy to offer that information up.
Well, then we make them.
With a furrowed brow, she stares at him.
You hear yourself?
Yeah, you're a little nutty there,
She
Abby.
leans away from him.
I mean, if I had what happened to
What's going
her,
on with you?
I'd be kind of pissed too, but
He looks down. Then he faces her.
okay, I'd be very
Smells
mad. But
Her brow rises, then tightens.
Oh,
and later on in the game they show you why she's
It's
doing
not
what she's
just that,
doing.
should I say congrats?
When everyone else sees this, they're gonna want to turn back.
She takes a step towards him.
We can convince him, right?
Owen looks away. Her brow furrows as her eyes narrow. She takes a step away.
I fucking knew I couldn't count on you.
Abby, I want what you want, but not at any cost.
Hesitating, he touches her arm.
Hey,
Don't.
She pulls it away. He takes a step back, then glances at their trail.
see you back at the lodge.
He leaves her at the lookout. She shakes her head before turning to watch him go. She turns back to reveal tears welling up in her eyes.
I think it switches back to Ellie.
Her gaze shifts from the settlement city to the glowing
Oh, maybe
lights
not
of the
yet.
outpost on the mountainside. She marches towards it.
Fuck.
She drops down from a ledge.
So again, I'm speaking in vague terms just because I'm not giving the story away. I mean, a lot of you probably have either played the game in some form in the past or have watched other blind people play the game. But again, I'm trying to not spoil it because again, this is a game you really, really want to support no matter what platform you get it on because it is just an outstanding example of blind accessibility. This is the game that, you know, because it wasn't until The Last of Us 1 Remastered when that one got accessible, but like 2020, man, when this game came out, it blew all of our collective minds, man. It was something. Let's do a scanneroo. So if I hold Q and hit F, I can scan for items, and Q and E, I believe, scans for enemies. So instead of using bumpers on the controller, keyboard. Come on, jump. There you go, Abby. Jumping prompt again. There we go. Now, I think we're going to get some enemies here. This is our first combat. Making sure there's no items I can grab. Yoink! Here we go. Jump the gap. Where are we going? Other than through the snow. I don't know if we're going to get to the part, the big reveal that many of you may already know, that kicks off the whole story of this game. But like I said, when this came out in 2020, I did stream it. I did stream the PlayStation version, and I played from the very beginning of the game up until the, shall we say, major event at the beginning of the game that kicks off this whole
Hold C to go.
tale of revenge or vengeance, whatever. So, yeah, I'm really wanting to show you the mechanics. I want to show you the accessibility and, you know, just how well it's running on PC in general, because I haven't played it all that long enough to really know. Again, when we ran into that audio described cutscene, it definitely kind of hitched up for a good 3 to 5 seconds, but I wonder how much of that was OBS running in the background too. Oh, okay, that was a loading zone, yeah. So when I enter loading zones, it wasn't doing that when I didn't have OBS running, but now it's doing that, so maybe when I exit, it is weird, it is annoying, and I'm sure there'll be patches, you know, optimization patches and everything, but so yeah, between checkpoints there does seem to be some hitching, but I have a feeling that might be just the game being super freaking greedy along with OBS, so who knows. I think we're gonna get issue some beatdowns here soon.
Shit.
Ooh, what's that? Hey, buddy.
Five.
I think I'm gonna get a gun. Yep, dead body. Okay, I have a gun now. Not sure how many bullets. If I hit tab. Wait, really? Oh, it won't let me hit tab. Interesting. At this part. Okay.
That's a lot of them.
So we're gonna crouch. We're gonna put predator mode on, aka high contrast. That way I can really easily see, and you guys can really see the...
This audio cue indicates
Ew.
that you should hold E.
Got a body frozen in there. Come on, push it out of the way. Eh. Thud. Alright. Let's... Oh, no dudes. Ah, hi, how you doing?
This audio cue indicates that you should press F repeatedly.
Ow. Yeah, you roll down that hill. No, he's pissed.
A dodge audio cue will play when a melee attack is incoming. Left out. Dodge.
Oh, that... Ooh. Left alt is a weird key to hit. Yeah, part of me almost wants to switch to the DualSense. I mean, I like aiming with the mouse way better, but I don't know, like alt and just some of the keys, they make sense, but it's not the most... Okay, let's predator mode here. Oh, whoopsie doodle. What are you doing? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. That's why, because I'm an idiot. I'm hitting alt, you stooge. Okay, yeah, I keep wanting to hit left mouse button to punch. Like, I can hold right mouse button and then left, you know, like I bring up my aiming for my gun, but I keep thinking if I don't have my, you know, aim down sights, I keep thinking I can just click. But no, it's F for melee. So that was my stupidity. Again, got to get used to the PC controls. I'm very used to a lot of the... Uh-oh. Okay, they're pissed. Predator! Bring it! You're dead? You want some too? I got your number now. That's right. Eat it. Okay. Wonder.
My shoulder.
Middle mouse click. Equip health kit. Left mouse click. Hold to heal.
Oh.
Health kit. 1.
Okay, so you click and hold the middle mouse button, and then you slide up, down, left, or right. Oh, that's an interesting thing. Okay. So we will heal. Because, yeah, I did take kind of a beating there. That was my stupid fault. Okay. I don't know the key to tell my status.
I need to get a view.
Use backtick to read your current status in text-to-speech. You are standing.
Oh,
health,
tilde.
87.
I don't know what it's... back tick. I've never heard it called that before. But yeah, basically the key to the left of your number 1. That's your status. So that's the equivalent of swiping up on the touchpad if you're familiar with the... if you are familiar with the PlayStation versions. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like I said, I beat the first game, so I can totally get used to this again, but...
Click T to toggle your flashlight.
Okay. Very good. Let's scan for stuff, now that we're in a building. See if there's any collectibles or consumables that we can... craftable materials that we could get. Not yet. We're going to be sneaky. Oh, there is something here. Here we go. Oofta. Yeah, the checkpoint save transitions. Holy balls, yeah.
Left mouse click.
Oh no.
Reload.
Yeah, this might be an OBS thing. Because it was not doing this
Just a
before. Holy balls, man. That took a good 10 seconds
How do
to...
I get out of here?
it was a slideshow. So, yeah, good thing I'm not streaming this. Because, yeah, like I said, this game... these are really, really high-end, pretty colors, you know, sharp graphics. These are games that are gonna... really... Okay. Where are we going here? Okay, there we go. We're crouching under these boards. That doesn't sound good. Predator mode on.
Right
Okay.
mouse click. Aim.
High
Left mouse click.
contrast.
Shoot.
Headshot, son. There we go. And you heard how it went from like a lower pitch sound to a higher pitch. That tells you that you went to their head. So you're going to do a headshot if you hear that higher pitch ringing sound. We'll go around this corpse. And we made it through. Yeah, we're not gonna get to
Stand.
the
Where's that lookout?
we're not gonna get to the big event because I think that was literally a couple hours into the game. But I, again, want to, hopefully we'll be able to show you a little bit of combat, a little bit of stealth. All the other guys were aggro to me before, so I couldn't sneak up on them. I just had to hit them. Do we have any enemies? No. Okay. So we'll turn high contrast off. Whee! Slide down.
It's gotta be close.
Let's do a scan. Nope, no items.
W. Space. Squeeze through.
Okay, now we'll stealth. Okay, so I gotta figure out...
Q. To listen. With enhanced listen mode, press E while in listen mode to scan for nearby enemies.
And then it's
Press
hold...
X while in listen mode to path towards the scanned enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Stay crouched to sneak up on enemies and press E to grab them.
Okay. Boo! Oh, that was... Okay, that was dumb. I should have hit F. And I hit mouse button instead. Ah, wasting ammo. Okay. I'm going to stay crouched. Let's hit Q and F to scan. Oh, I heard... I think I missed an item back here. Well, there was something I was supposed to grab over here. Where? Oh, on the other side of the by the nightstand here.
3. Pistol ammo.
Okay, that'll be good. Let me... Okay, lock and load. Down the stairs. Going slow, because... Okay, oh, there's another dude. I'm going to crouch so he doesn't hear me. We're going to sneak up on him. And choke him. That gurgle noise.
1. Pistol ammo.
Okay, good. Let's scan for... Oh, there's an enemy over there. I hear or I see the outline. But it's too far away to... Okay, we got some items I can grab.
1. Pistol ammo.
Okay, it's good we're getting pistol ammo. There they are.
20. Health. Total. 100.
Good. So those aren't medkits, those are instant health. Okay, I think... Alright, got him. There we go. Alright, ooh.
1. Pistol ammo.
More ammo.
That's how you do it.
Indeed. Okay, we got another thingy I can grab. Ooh.
1. Pistol ammo.
Load me with ammo. They're thinking I'm gonna suck at stealth, apparently. Turn high contrast off for now. Oh shit, there's more. Hold on. Okay, do they see me? I think I gotta crouch under something coming up here. Let's see. Okay, climb this. Okay, there's that one over there. I'll inch toward that car.
Shit.
And see if... Okay, you're facing that way. If I can come around... Come on, come on, come on. Predator strikes again. Alright.
3. Pistol ammo.
Okay, there's 2 dudes over there. Let's see if there's any other... Nope, no collectibles. Okay. So I can go around this truck. Actually, I think I want to go this... No? Let's see, do I want to go this way? Okay, you're facing away. There's 2 dudes. Kill it! There we go. Okay, let's scan. Do we have anyone to our left? No. Do we have any... Okay, no items. But there, I hear a lady over to my right. Oh no, she's ahead. Okay. And see, this is why I love high contrast. I can use both my audio and video, or audio and high contrast. Oh, there's another one over to the left. Okay, we're gonna... Oh, shnikes. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, thank God. I got her before she... There's that one over there still by the car. Okay, she's facing... Okay, I
2.
got... Uh-oh.
Pistol
Uh-oh.
ammo.
I gotta go over this way so she doesn't see me. Okay, she's going back. Come here, bitch. Yeah. Gotcha. Right. So far, Ninja is... See, yeah, when you have accessibility, stealth can be fun.
Weather's getting bad.
Stealth can be fun. But it's when it's not accessible that it's hard. Okay, we're gonna crouch, or we're gonna go prone, because you heard the extra little vibration or the little vibrato to the audio. Okay, we'll get up. And yeah, the snowstorm is kind of picking up. So we got through all of our encounters, I think. Okay, no items. Guess I can go in between the vehicles here.
Horse tracks. Where's the
Cutscene. Okay, I think we're gonna switch. Yep, back to Ellie and Dina. I'll show you a tiny bit of horseback and then we're gonna wrap it up. Because we are riding horses right now, as you can kind of hear.
Come on. This way. Right behind you.
See that means it tells me I can play. Okay, so
You
we're...
miss being with him? With Jesse? No. We've been together for so long.
hop the...
Look, Jesse's great.
Yeah, I
love
know
his
I'm cool.
appearance. They will always be family, but
I
we
know,
were just
it was
on
dumb.
autopilot. Hey, how come we never talked about this stuff? I don't know. It didn't feel... You never really talked to me about Kat.
Yeah, 'cause there isn't much to talk about.
Yow.
I got the impression that you didn't really like her.
I don't care about her one way or the other.
Okay.
No, I think she's a talented artist. I've grown to like that tattoo of yours.
That's so big of you.
And I think she wasn't right for you.
Interesting.
Shut up.
Okay.
I love the soundtrack in this game. That
You can tie Shimmer up here.
I forget what her name or what his name is. That Gustavo whatever. I love the acoustic guitar that they use for the soundtrack in this game. It's just so good. Love the guitar in this.
You want to see something spectacular?
You're gonna point at your face, aren't you?
Nothing is that spectacular.
Oh,
Alright, so we got off of our
Come on,
horse. Okay. Oh, there is something over here. Hang on. Hold on, I got to inspect. Aha! There was a locker.
2. Rifle ammo.
Hell yeah. I knew there was a reason I scanned.
Hey, it's this way.
Yeah, I'm looting. Keep your pants on, lady. It's kind of an interactive prompt. We're leaning against
What
the
do you think of this view, huh?
overhang here.
it's pretty nice.
Yeah, this route has its perks.
Where do we sign in?
Come on.
God, I want to keep playing. This game is just so damn good. I remember binging the ever-living hell out of this the weekend that it came out. What's this? Oh, okay. Wrote a journal entry.
Journal entry
Okay.
added. Press tab to view.
Yeah. So now I can go into my journal here.
Z, zoom, F.
And I
He
can hit
asked if I
F
was
to
gonna go to
read.
the dance. And she touched my arm. Arg. I'm so delusional. Don't be an idiot. She's like that with everybody. Don't fuck up your friendship. Don't fuck up your friendship. Don't fuck up your friendship. Tonight was crazy. I feel scared. Elated. Anxious. Just gotta sleep it off. We lost the ground to snow. Step on the ice. Test my thaw.
All right. So now if I hit tab
Crafting.
again,
Health kit. Missing ingredients. Missing alcohol.
this
and
is where you
red.
get
Recipe
your
requires alcohol and red.
backpack.
Heat upgrades. Survival.
I hit
Listen
Q
note
and E
movement
to
speed
cycle
1.
between
Not enough
tabs.
collectible upgrade. Crafting.
So there's
Health
my
kit.
crafting.
Missing upgrades. Survival. Listen
need,
note movement speed 1. Not enough supplements. Move
supplements.
faster in listen mode. Collectibles.
Collectibles.
Artifacts. You have 0.
And yeah,
Crafting.
so yeah,
Health
I
kit.
can
Missing
craft as I learn
ingredients. You are missing.
things. So, again, it reads everything. It's very fluid. Again, I think some of that transition lag and hiccuping is the
Who do you
running
used to do this
OBS because it wasn't doing that earlier. I hope that it doesn't do that once
Right.
I turn OBS off.
Man, he was funny.
God, I have so many other games that I have never played before that I need to get around to. But now that this is out again, I'm just
Talking
like,
about
eh.
rewiring electronics and stuff.
I want to play this again.
And we all make it to 73.
Yeah, you climb that rope. We'll explore this area and then we'll wrap it up. You got to see a little bit of stealth, a little bit of combat.
It used to be a radio tower.
Yeah, must loot.
Two. Pistol ammo.
Okay.
No sign of infected. Or non-infected, for that matter.
F.
Signing in. We won't read this for now,
F.
but
Read. Escape. Back.
Come here.
Town up ahead's our last stop. Take a look.
Mouse, move the camera.
There's the town. With the big tower thing?
Yep, that's where the next lookout is.
I can see a
Escape.
storm.
Back.
Gonna have some good sledding tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, there's a ski lodge. That's the one on Tommy and Joel's route.
That's the one.
Did we find everything?
At a supermarket?
Yeah. We'll pass that on our way into town.
Think I got everything.
This puzzle may not be accessible for all players. Escape puzzle is available from the Escape menu.
Let's get back to the horses.
Before I do that, we haven't finished looting, lady. I got stuff to loot. Ooh, here we go.
2 parts. 3 parts.
Okay. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna guess this bong was Eugene's.
A, S,
Mine.
D, rotate,
He gave it to
escape,
me.
put back.
Is any on you?
Yeah. Smoke a little doobage. Okay, I think we're done in this room. Anything else we can pilfer?
Question. Were you wearing those same clothes yesterday?
They're clean.
No judgment.
It's patrol, you know. We're here to kill infected, not to look fancy.
Still look nice.
Thank you.
Mm. No, don't. Okay, if I let go, I have to still do forward to go down. Okay. Interesting. So we'll get to the horses and then we're going to stop. I think I pilfered all that I could.
Options.
And yeah, that is where we are going to wrap it up.
Select.
Not
Escape.
super action-packed, but you got to see an audio described cutscene. You got to see a little bit of stealth, showed you some of the options, showed you some of the audio and low vision accessibility. Again, everything that is found in the PS5 remaster is present on the PC version here. And also, like I said, there's, in addition to the story mode, I wanted to get into the roguelite kind of mode. I played it a little bit on the PS5, but I just never, I wanted to get back to it, but I never did. You know, stupid else coming out all the time. But I'm hoping, especially once I get through this game again, once I really get familiarized with all the controls again, get comfortable with the PC controls, or decide to switch to the DualSense, I would like to
Space. Select.
master more of
Escape.
that.
Back.
That other mode. So yeah, there's a lot of content here. This is it's way longer than the first game. You're playing 2 different perspectives, 2 different characters. We haven't got to the official main event and the whole 3-day storyline that is the bulk of this game's story, but yeah, now we have The Last of Us Part 1 and Part 2 available on PC. Again, just remember, before you pick up these games, make sure that you check your system requirements, because these are rather beefy games. So you'd hate to purchase a game and not be able to run the thing. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Definitely give it a like if you did. Check out my other Last of Us videos, PS4, PS5, PC. I did a couple streams of different ones, so there's
Space.
all kinds of
Select
Last of Us
escape.
content on the channel, but again, support the games financially, support the developers financially for yourselves, and play a pretty groundbreaking blind accessible game. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Give it a like if you did. You can follow me on Twitter at BGFH79, Blue Sky at Illegally Cited, illegally-cited.com, and right here on YouTube. Until next time, I will chat with everybody again later.